your significant other asks you, like, who are you hanging out with? I'm hanging out with Kraum. And they just shiver. They're like, please, no, not Kraum, please. Just don't hang out with Kraum. I can't explain to my mother anymore why I have to bail you out again. I can't hold your hair back while you throw up because you hung out with Kediss again. I can't. Please, just don't hang out with them. You make the worst decisions with them. And he's like, no, it'll be a real chill evening. We're gonna take it easy. It's gonna be all right. And then it never is. It never is. So that's pretty much what it is. You're gonna burn the world to the ground with commander damage. Well, not necessarily commander damage. You're gonna burn the world to the ground by dealing staggering amounts of damage to people via your commander and their commanders. So here we go. We got spicy 13 islands. And then an even spicier, picante if you will, 18 mountains. So there we go with that. And then we got Opal Palace and Forge of Heroes, giving those 1/1 counters, hopefully, to Kraum. Desolate Lighthouse, Command Tower, and Scavenger Grounds round out the land package. As you can clearly see, that land package is basic AF. So you have, your horrible friend who you love hanging out with every now and then, but you shouldn't. Here are your other friends that just come along for the party. We got Clever Imposter. Clever Imposter is going to copy anything on the battlefield to make the party even just as live as it can be. You got your smart friend, Niv Mizzet, both of them, or two of the three I think he has, helping you draw cards, helping the party stay alive, and then also burning the world to the ground. We got Loyal Drake, the little flunky of the crew, helping you draw cards once your commander's out. We got Jordan, also helping you draw cards. We got Goblin Electromancer, helping you cheapen your sorceries, which you'll see later is going to be very important. Then we got people who bring people to the party. We got Dominus of Fealty, stealing people's stuff. Conquering Manticore, stealing people's stuff. And Zealous Conscripts, also stealing people's stuff. So you have a bunch of steal stuff with these two idiots. That time where you drank a $90 bottle of French Malbec at 8:30 in the morning, and then your Toxic X is like, hey, you wanna go to the bathroom at a Starbucks? And you're like, you know what? I kinda do. Let's make this happen. Let's make these memories. Only Planeswalker in the deck is gonna be Ryle, Storm's Conduit. He's gonna be helping you copy stuff. We got Primal Amulet, Twinning Staff, copying stuff. You'll see why that's important. Fire Diamond and Sky Diamond. So we go rounding out the rocks. We got Soul Ring, of course. Is it Signet? Arcane Signet. Is it Locket? Unstable Obelisk. There you go, that's the rocks. So here come the cards that you need to copy. We got Hate Mirage, fantastic card. Hate Mirage is gonna make a copy of any two other creatures your opponents control. So if your opponents have like big spicy creatures out there, you cast Hate Mirage, it's like, oh, surprise, I got them too. Hate Mirage is that thing where you're like looking in the mirror at yourself at 2:30 in the morning at some scummy bar in Bridgeport, and you're just like, why are you here? You need to go home. I don't care who's here, just get the Uber and go home. I don't care if Frankenstein is with you. You need to go. Get out of here. Chewie can kiss my ass, so let's go. Then we got Grab the Reins, stealing stuff. Traitorous Instinct, stealing stuff. Malevolent Whispers. And then we got Portent of Betrayal and the good old-fashioned Ice Age card. I wish I had it in Ice Age. White bordered Ray of Command. So you're stealing other people's stuff. So you steal other people's commanders with said cards, and then Kediss is like, hey, surprise, everybody takes damage. We got Runaway Together. Runaway Together is hilarious. One, for the art, and just two, because it says, choose two target creatures controlled by different players. Return them to their hands. So Runaway Together is that, you have that dream, like, hey bro, let's start a business. Let's do this. You're drunk at 4 in the morning. You've had several high lives, and it's just like, hey, let's do it. Let's do this tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, let's figure out the nuts and bolts of this business. Let's hang out. Let's do it. Run away together is that thing. Run away together is also that conversation you have with, your ex at like 3 a.m. where she calls and she's like, you lied to me. You lied to me. You said you wanted to have kids with me, but you didn't. And you're like, hey, guess what? You're the one who ghosted me, so whatever. River's Rebuke. Again, returning non-land permanents to everyone's hand. Boomerang. Old school boomerang. Returning a permanent to somebody's hand. If they tap out to cast like a 5-6 cost commander and you boomerang to their hand at the end step, they're going to give you the biggest middle finger in the world. They're going to be sitting there with that you eat ass face, and it's going to be hilarious for everybody. Same thing with Perilous Voyage. You return something to their hand, it's going to cost them. It's going to, they're going to waste a whole turn doing absolutely nothing. And Snare, that's a win con, basically. If you can cast this at the end step and tap all creatures and you untap with a free board, that's almost a win con. And then Seething Song, just because, mayonnaise. Why not? We got all the copy spells. Bonus round. Increasing Vengeance. Fork. Howl of the Horde. Dual Caster Mage. Fury Storm. Reverberate. Twin Cast. And Repeated Reverberation. So you have any of these, like, let me hold your stuff cards, or even Boomerang, you cast them copied, your opponent's gonna be taking a substantial, tempo hit. Okay, so we got 1,000 Year Storm and Swarm Intelligence, copying, again, your spells. So let's just go back to the good old Boomerang. You copy Boomerang, that's 2 permanents. Let's say they got whatever the hell it is, pick 2 important things on the board. There you go, you got 2 things going. Then you throw in a Howl of the Horde. If you attacked, which you're going to be doing in this deck, if you can copy Boomerang 4 times, that's rough. That is a rough situation to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there looking stupid at the bus stop while, your ex-girlfriend gets into the car with her actual boyfriend, and you're just like, my whole life is a lie. Mirror Maid, Teferi's Aegis Insight, and Fiery Emancipation. You're cuffing all these commanders, and then you deal damage to people with them. If you have Fiery Emancipation, you're dealing a hell of a lot of damage, and that's okay with me. We got those Tims and those fake Tims, those Carhartts. You're out there looking fly with your shoes on, and then your boy's like, hey, let's get a briefcase of a potion. Next thing you know, you're in this guy's back porch, taking up and downstairs furniture, busting up his drywall. And that's not your fault because it's his house and he agreed to it. Here come the draw spells. We got Rush of Knowledge. I think it's fantastic. Even just if you have Kraum on the board, you're drawing 5 for 5. That's a fair trade for me. We got Brainstorm, Preordained, Opt, Serum Visions, Treasure Cruise, and Factor Fiction. Again, Factor Fiction. Are these people really my friends? Do I need to hang out with them? Do I need to be walking home at 12 o'clock at night, staggering, busting my headphones? Probably not. 2 counter spells, Arcane Denial, and Counterspell. So I guess Commander Sphere got mixed up in here. There's Commander Sphere here too. I don't know how I did not put that with the rest of the rocks. Then we got Capsize, which you can buy back, and then if you copy it and buy it back, that's again just me putting people back a turn or 2. We got Chaos Warp. Again, just getting rid of permanents. It gives more versatile removal. There comes some fun cards. We got Slip Through Space. If you can steal somebody's commander, make it unblockable, draw a card, and or copy it, make one of your other creatures unblockable, why not? Teamer Battle Rage. If you give another commander a double strike, guess what? That's more damage to your opponents. And then the piece de resistance in this deck, it's going to be Final Fortune. I love it. I wish I could have 4 more copies of it. I have 1 copy of it. It's in this deck. Final Fortune is a hilarious card that no one really sees coming. No one's going to expect you to say, hey, I tapped 2 red for a Final Fortune, because you lose the game the next turn. But if you're playing a deck where you can manipulate the board like this deck, Final Fortune, again, is a win con in this deck. So that's it. That's Kraum and Kediss. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thank you very much.